Campo 2024 is around the corner, and a big focus once again this year is on technology and machinery, and it's perhaps a good idea to talk about agricultural tractor and combine sales, but we'll have to look at 2023 as we do not have latest figures. That makes sense. Jim, welcome once again, Dr. Jim Rankin. Yes, let's talk about those figures from 2023. What are we going to start with? Combine?
I think so. Thank you, Lisa. It's great to be here. 2023 was an unusual year. Having said that, every year is unusual in the agricultural machinery industry. But there were a couple of things which showed through in the figures, and particularly on the combines. We had a problem in the ports late 2022, and SAMA and Agri-SA and various other people put their shoulders to the wheel, and we managed to largely clear the Ro-Ro key and get abnormal loads moving, which meant that the combines could come out. There were still supply problems in 2023, and so the figures were an absolute record. 505 combines were sold in 2023. And remember, those combines are big combines. They're not the old 90 or 100 kilowatt combines of 20 or 30 or even 40 years ago. They're 300, 350, 400 kilowatt combines, so they've got big capacity. So a lot of combining ability went into the market. Then there was quite a build-up of requirement on the farmer side because of aging equipment. So that also contributed to the combine sales. But it was an absolute record. And I don't know, I've said this before on tractors. I'm not sure that we'll get to that level again in the near future, because it was absolutely phenomenal. But it shows that there were good crops last year. There were good prospects for crops this year, particularly in the east, the summer crops. It started raining. We had this El Nino phenomenon, and it didn't really express itself in the east early on. And as I say, the farmers in the east planted. In the west, there was a problem because the rains came quite late, and some farmers even planted late, but those crops will not come to much, surely. So the estimates for the crops are down on last year, and down on the first estimates as well. So that's the story with the combines, I think.
Well, I don't know what lies ahead as far as the weather's concerned, but it looks like we will experience perhaps another dry year. I'm not sure. They say it's in cycles of 7 years, so I'm not sure or 5 years. What about prospects? What do you foresee?
Well, I think if we could just cover tractors quickly, we had good years for quite a long time. For a period of about 15 years, we had sales between 5,000 and 8,000 units per year, which is better than the average up till then. Then we went well over 9,000 in 2022, and then back to just over 8,000 last year. This year is going to be less. There's no question about it. Farmers have replaced a lot of their equipment, their aging equipment, but it's going to be lower. And of course, with the not so good crops in the west usually provides that extra to the whole major crop, and when the west doesn't produce those 2 or 3 million tons of maize, then the overall crop is well down. So tractor sales will be down this year. There's no question about it. It's still a very, very competitive market. So there'll be good deals to be had by farmers. And I guess there'll be a lot of playing one company off against the other. Situation normal. But yes, we seem to get conflicting reports about El Nino. It's here now. We know it. But the slim koppe say that in June, July, it goes into neutral, and then which way is it going to go thereafter? Is it going to go the La Nina route or the El Nino route? So
nobody knows. We'll wait and see.
we don't know. So yes, we watch, but we don't really know.
Tell me, an agricultural exhibition such as NAMPO, what impact does it have on sales? I mean, it's seeing and wanting, but it doesn't necessarily happen there and then. It perhaps takes a time for a farmer to decide. But I mean, technology just grows and grows and grows, and yeah. So what happens?
It's a very good showcase for companies to show what they've got, to show new models. The models seem to get more complicated and bigger every year, but it's an excellent showcase for the industry. Often in May, the sales fall back a little bit because all the salesmen are at NAMPO. And as you say, a farmer just doesn't walk onto the stand and buy a tractor. That happens very, very rarely. It's a process. The farmer has planned with the dealer, and yes, I guess some deals might get finalised or strengthened. The decision buying process might be strengthened, but it's good for the industry, and the industry enjoys it and puts a lot of effort, time, and money into it. So we're all looking forward to NAMPO 2024.
Well, thank you very much for sharing your ideas and the prospects with us. I'm sure we'll see you again this year, at least.
I hope so. Yes.
Of course, yes. When will the April figures come out?
The April figures will be out second week of May.
Good. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll have that on the news. Jim, thank you very much. Dr. Jim Rankin in studio with us again today to talk about the tractor and combine sales for 2023.